Hey, hey.
What the hang?
It's Wednesday. It's 7:30. You're here with us at the Source War, issue 38. Chocolate Cat. Men like K, men like R. You should know it by now. If not, go back to the previous
Outlaw Red Hood.
Outlaw Hood. We read comics too. Phantom specialist. Don't ask why. Anyway,
You don't know you
today.
All good. Everyone's good. I'm good.
Yeah, it's hot though.
Hi.
In my
Hi,
room,
everybody in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. Everybody listening.
I don't know if you like realized. I was in the chat room last week just dropping mad knowledge.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. Trying to keep up.
Appreciated the help. It was yeah, much appreciated. All right, what's first on the list, me?
Actually, firstly,
oh yeah.
package came in.
Ooh.
Lovely package. So winter's coming, as you all know. Winter's coming, but Game of Thrones isn't on yet.
Oh.
Not for another winter.
Yeah. So now that winter's coming, you gotta look after your beard, obviously. So a friend of mine who does this brand,
Ooh.
the Beard of Attraction.
A bit.
Yeah,
That's far. Beard of Attraction. Well done to you. 10 points.
Yeah, it's all natural elements in there. So I'm quite chuffed actually, because mostly with the beard balms I get and the beard oil, once I put it on, I'll sometimes get rashes on or ingrained hair. But just before he released this, he sent some out to me to test out for him. And to be fair, it's been bloody good, man. It's been really good, and it smells really great as well.
The beard looks luscious and has volume to it.
Thank you. These are the different flavors he's got. It's all natural, organic, vegan. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to plug this. I've got my special pack today. I've got the I had to go for the citrus because that just smells really good, man. That was my favorite one, so I had to go for the citrus. And you got the beard balm. Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, nice beard comb as well. So yeah, check it out. Definitely check it out.
The comb?
Outlaw Red Hood is interested. He's interested.
Yeah.
I'm growing the goatee back.
You got to grow your beard back, man. It's good.
Growing the goatee. I'm gonna have like one of those long.
That's a
goatee.
beard kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
Okay, Beard of Attraction. If you're about, can you send one to man like Outlaw Red Hood? Give him a little goatee help.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll put the
I have to ask this question, and
go
excuse me if this sounds inappropriate, but it's not. It's Black History Month. Is it a black dude?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's not black with like, yeah, no. This is
He's got seasoning.
This is him. That's him.
Okay.
He's got a little
Check
seasoning.
it out.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. It's good, man. It's very good stuff, man. Definitely. Like the last time I saw him, like literally saw him, his beard was it was low. And then when he started doing this, you should check out his Instagram, man. His beard is massive and it's nice, and yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Remember?
Well, we'll make sure we put the link in the bio and everything. Beard of Attraction.
The Beard of Attraction.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
Sweet.
And all you geek girls out there that you're like, what am I going to get my boyfriend when he's playing Fortnite and he do it for like 8 days? Then you can get him Beard of Attraction, so at least he can look luscious while he's ignoring you. That's good. Yay!
Wicked birthday, Christmas present as well, man.
There you go.
This is actually a kind of a Christmas birthday gift I got for myself as well. So
there we go. Well done.
So, yeah, check it out.
Get to it.
So first on the list, bit of comic reviews. Last week we did talk about the Batwang. But this week we're going to talk a bit more because Karen wasn't here last week. So what did you think of the Batman Damned?
Do you know what? Can I just start off with the artwork? I wish I don't have the comic with me, so I was going to drop names, but I can't even remember who's writing it and who's
show the comic.
doing. That's what I'm saying. I don't have it with me. I'm not at home. But the artwork on page 1, just page 1 alone blew my mind. The artwork is so good. I'm sorry that I don't remember the name of the artist. But I was just sorry. I will get to the story, but I was just so blown away about how detailed the Batsuit was, how detailed Gotham was, and even certain facial expressions.
Yeah,
I was just blown away. I was so blown away. I'm trying to find the one. You probably can't see this, but it's just of the Batsuit where he's standing over. You know the scene where he's naked and kind of in a fetal position, next to the Batsuit. Oh my days, that was beautiful. I haven't posted it yet on my page, but the artwork in this comic book is probably some of the best art I've ever seen in a comic book. Period, in my opinion.
The art is by Lee Bermejo.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and it's written by Brian Azzarello. So
Brian Azzarello. I'm sorry, I should have known that.
That's who it's written by. So, but yeah, I heard. I enjoyed it as well, man. It was a good book, man. But actually, there's some news about issue 2. So I think issue 2 was supposed to come out either this month or next month, but it's actually going to be out in December because it's been delayed for some reason.
I'm happy with that. Last month when I wasn't at home and I came home to like so many comic books.
Yeah.
It was like a heavy couple weeks for comic books.
Yeah.
So I'm happy if a book's gonna be delayed and it's easier in my pockets. And that book ain't cheap. So
no, it's not. It's not
cheap. It's not your regular 2-3 quid comic, guys. You're investing. I do highly recommend that you do invest in this comic because if you try to invest in it later, it's gonna cost you a couple hundred.
Well, it's already costing a couple hundred.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
be cheap, man.
I don't know if the delay is because they're probably finding other X-rated bits in there. Or...
You know what, DC, because we already saw Dr. Manhattan's penis as well, guys. Like, come on. Yeah, that wasn't censored. That wasn't,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, really. It really doesn't make sense.
You can see a blue one, but not like a flesh-colored one. Is that what it is?
And you can't even really see it anyway. Unless
you can't. It's probably shadowed out.
Yeah,
it's in there twice, by the way.
I think it's in there about 3 times. I think.
It's in there 3 times. Okay.
Yeah. See.
We're gonna send you a game. Count Batman's penis.
Yeah. So
it was first issue as well.
What's that?
Story. I really liked the first issue. It was written really well. I love that it was narrated by John Constantine.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. And you got kind of just Deadman following him, or I suppose he was following Bruce. Trying to warn Bruce that someone's trying to mess with you. It was a really, really good story. Bruce just waking up, not knowing, he finds out that the Joker's dead. He has no idea why. He has no idea what he's done that previous night. And he doesn't even hesitate. He just goes out trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, because there's a witness around as well.
Yeah, and he follows the witness, and the witness... That was a really good scene when he was chasing him, actually.
Yeah, it was, actually.
I wish I had that to reference.
So who do you think killed the Joker, if the Joker's even dead?
2 theories.
Oh.
Theory 1 is that Batman did it.
Yeah.
But that's the obvious one. My other theory is that the Joker's not even dead, and it's just one of his ploys to just kind of mess with Batman.
Yeah.
He's probably drugged him somehow, giving him amnesia.
Yeah.
Some sort of temporary amnesia, and he's like, you know what, I'm really gonna mess with this guy. He's gonna wake up and think I'm dead.
Oh wow.
And not now knowing that we had a fight, but not knowing how I died. I think
maybe Batman's dead. You thought about
that? Maybe Batman's dead.
Maybe the Joker committed suicide.
Yeah.
Just to get
he was found at the bottom of a bridge.
I can kill myself, but you can't kill me.
Yeah, probably jumped off the bridge before Batman.
Yeah, he jumped off the bridge. Yeah, it could be a possibility. Yeah, but it was really well written. If you guys haven't read it, Batman Damned is part of the new DC's Black label. Highly recommend you somehow get yourself a copy. Yeah,
definitely.
But it's worth every 100 pennies pounds that you'll be paying at this point.
Exactly.
Check out on eBay.
So now, how much is the actual comic?
It was about
£6.99. Yeah, £6, 6, 7 quid.
Okay.
So yeah, it
That's
is
how much
pretty
we paid for it.
but it's not a regular. Yeah, exactly. It's not a regular size comic either. It's quite. I
Even
forgot
the shape of it is different. It's almost like a book.
It's like a magazine.
Magazine
size. So yeah, definitely pick it up if you can find it, or if you can download it onto from Mixology or wherever. But yeah, I'm a bit peeved that they've delayed issue 2 and 3. I think it's quite. I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, for the reasons, like I'll be quite like I don't want to see any blurred out images in my comic books. Either have it there or don't.
Yeah,
it's a shame because like I pre-ordered mine, so I was hoping that whatever's been put out there, that's what I'll get. I don't want my book being tampered with, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a shame. It's a real shame.
Yeah,
DC you lot alone. And if you're gonna do it for one comic, I don't care if the penis is blue, flesh colored, you know, what color is Starfire, orange or whatever. Just do it for everyone, or don't do it at all. Like I blatantly saw Dr. Manhattan's penis in my book. I didn't want to see that.
Speaking of Dr. Manhattan and his penis in the book, what did you think of Doomsday Clock issue 7? Was it?
You know what? It was like a trio of good comics that I read, and we'll probably go to the third one afterwards. But Doomsday Clock. If
you guys haven't realized, and you should know by now, we kind of spoil things as well. So I mean, it's a week now. It's Wednesday. It's the next week. So if you haven't read these books, then what are you doing?
You ain't read these books, then you ain't reading comic books.
Yeah. Spoil it. So issue 7 was pretty much where we should have started. There should have been really like issue 2 or 3 for me anyway.
It's been a long while, hasn't it? It's kind of just been filler.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's been fillers all the way, and you're kind of like.
I liked the issue 6 where we finally met the Joker. I think we should have met the Joker sooner, but we finally met the Joker, and then he goes to the underground hideout where the Riddler's rallying all the villains, and then the comedian shows up and starts shooting everybody. Then they take the so I liked all of that. So and it was nice that it took place. That issue 7 took place directly after that. So in that sense, it was the pacing was good there. But some of the other issues could have lifted out, I guess. Yeah.
So in this issue, it starts off with Dr. Manhattan actually narrating, and it's pretty wild how it was, because he's kind of it's Alan Scott, right?
Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern.
Yeah. So he's basically saying that he came to this universe and he just started to mess about with it. Like Alan Scott, he witnessed Alan Scott's plane crash, and he had first he starts off with the history of the lantern, and it was actually a lamp at first, like a genie lamp, and then it got made into a lantern, and this particular lantern was on a train, and then the train pretty much crashed, and Alan Scott was next to the lantern, so he grabbed hold of it, and then he survived and became Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And he was around the table with Justice Society, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first supergroup. The
first supergroup. So this is basically old like comics history, but you know, like they were there before the Justice League, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, before we had Earth 1, Earth 2, you know, the whole reason why we have Earth 2 basically is because we had the old stuff, and new stuff came
about.
What
they did, then they merged the two. So we had Earth, because if you know your history, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman were part of the Justice Society, but then they changed it.
Yeah.
And they made it that the Justice Society were the heroes before the Justice League.
Yeah.
Which I think one of the things I love about DC is it's the legacies. It's always
exactly.
Justice League, Teen Titans, love it.
Yeah. So then he kind of, and the thing is, you got to remember is that he doesn't actually travel through time in a sense. He can only see.
You can see it.
He can see it and obviously interact with it. So he kind of goes back. So he sees it again, but in this time he moves the lamp a few inches. So Alan Scott doesn't actually touch it, and he dies. Then
when I read that, and that was only the first page,
literally the first page.
Yeah, as a fan, that vexed me. I Oh my days! I was like, this
Damn.
guy. I sent you the page as well, and I was like, this guy's
He's a dick.
yeah, he is basically. Yeah,
Man,
he is. No,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I won't go any further, but literally, like, we find out. Geez, what don't we find out? We find out what what's his name again?
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias.
What's his first name? Vate something.
Vidic.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, I call him Vidic.
Ozymandias
Vidic. Yeah, he's a player. He's a total.
Manipulated everybody. Manipulated new Rorschach.
Yeah,
which I did love that scene where he explained to him, like, you literally looked at life like a Rorschach. You wanted to see that Rorschach and your dad were friends. No, your dad drove Rorschach. Sorry, Rorschach drove your dad to basically to give up on people.
Yeah,
and I remember reading that part of the book as well, where his dad was dealing with Rorschach, and by the end of it, he just sat in his bed. Yeah,
it's just saying, look, people ain't who they say they or who you think they are. People, stuff happens. You know, so and he kind of put him in perspective of reality and why he's doing it. So
that was great. And then seeing Vate, basically his whole plan was just to do on the DC universe what happened. What he did in his world. I'm like, you're nothing. You're just basically just. He's the epitome of the term megalomaniac.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean?
Pretty
like
much.
He believes that he's doing the right thing, but he just doesn't see how insane he is.
Yeah,
and he'll laugh while doing it, or smile while doing it.
Did you read the backstory as well?
I did with the cat.
Yeah. That's pretty decent as well.
That was because I think we had a conversation last time about how we keep skipping it, and we probably should read it.
Yeah, I nearly did skip it, but I went back and basically with the cat. Because if you know in Watchmen, the cat died when he tried to kill Dr. Manhattan in his device, and it kind of took Dr. Manhattan apart and it killed his cat as well. But obviously, that was the first thing that happened to Dr. Manhattan, and he was like, "Look, this was the first trick I knew. I know how to put myself back together." So. But his cat died, and basically what happened is he tried to clone his cat again, but it wouldn't work. So what he did was actually try to use bits of Dr. Manhattan's particles and genetic makeup, and then he managed to clone the cat. But I think the cat died or something, or it disappeared, and then it started appearing and reappearing like Dr. Manhattan did in the first comic. So yeah, but the cat now, it doesn't. I don't think it necessarily has his same powers, but it's like a homing beacon, so it can detect where Dr. Manhattan is.
When he took the cat's DNA, it had a residual DNA left from Dr. Manhattan as well, from his abilities. So that was in the new cat. And because of that, he could kind of track, the cat could track where Dr. Manhattan is. I suppose that's how Ozymandias knew which world
and where he was.
He could have easily have ended it in Image or Marvel.
Yeah. Depending on who brought the rights.
Yeah.
This first.
Marvel, sorry.
DC.
Yeah, so the cat homed in on the DC universe.
Yeah.
And then, do you know that scene where they've got a comedian tied to the chair?
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah, I thought that he was
for a split second I did.
For a split second I thought, I didn't even I was really careful not to spoil it by looking at each panel before I read it. But I thought that he was Dr. Manhattan. I was like, no way. I was like, no way, that would explain everything. But no, he's actually there. The comedian is actually there. It was so really so well written. It was such a great issue.
Yeah, I do love it, man. It is really good, but yeah, I just wish that they wouldn't delay the book so long, and but now it's coming to the meaty bits.
Yeah, so we'd be nearing the end of it by now, because it was supposed to be like a 12-month run.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be near the end. We'd be on issue 10 now, actually.
Yeah.
They want to save all the juicy bits, and then during Christmas it'll be like bam, double issue.
I hope not, man. I really hope not.
Just begrudgingly going there, like, take my money.
Yeah. Speaking of Bang Bang, we got some dead heroes.
We
And
have.
some heroes in crisis.
Wow.
I thought it was good. I won't lie. I thought Heroes in Crisis issue 1 was really good, man.
It was good.
It's
That was it.
It's just upsetting.
I wasn't sure where you were going, Kay. You were like, it was good. I was like, okay.
I thought, obviously, I don't think it's gonna last. Like, it's obviously not gonna
Do you
last.
think they'll do some time travel? I hope they do. The other thing is, I don't know where things are with Booster Gold doing time travel, but for speedsters, time travel is out. They're cut off from time travel.
Oh right, is that what happened in the last story arc?
That happened in the Flash War storyline.
Oh okay. Yeah, I remember you talking about that actually.
So I mean, I don't know if Booster Gold is stuck in the present or the past.
Well, apparently, Skeets. If you've been reading Batman, Skeets is with Bane, right? So
I've not been reading Batman. I'm really behind on it.
So Skeets, I think I'm not really that. I've only recently been reading Booster. I haven't actually been reading Booster Gold, but I've been reading Batman, and he's been in Booster Gold. So the only knowledge I know of Booster Gold is from that, really. Tom King's Booster Gold. But from what I've heard is he can only travel through Skeets, right?
Yeah, something like Skeets is basically his key.
Yeah. And apparently Skeets is with Bane at the moment, so I'm not sure, and it's not in the comic either, so I'm not sure how he's going to be able to travel back in time in that. And it's by Tom King anyway, so I'm sure there'll be some connection between them.
So I'll say to you guys, if you've not been reading it, Heroes in Crisis is basically about Tom King was saying that he was in the military or the army, or something, and he was talking about how people who come out of the army or the military or whatever service it is, they sometimes can come out with PTSD because they've done so much. And his thought process is, well, these heroes are saving the world. They're seeing this, that, and the third happen, murders, all kinds, worlds being destroyed. Sometimes they would come out with PTSD. So Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman have set up this kind of like a counseling place where heroes can sanctuary where they can talk and get better, get help. And this issue literally starts off with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman heading to this place.
I like that. Sorry to disturb you, but the title page where he's got the field basically. And
that was really good.
Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah,
and
that was really good.
Across. That's beautiful.
Really good. And when he got there, because I knew that heroes were going to die, and I thought it was going to be exactly what I saw on the first couple pages. We saw Lagoon Boy, who I only know from the Young Justice cartoon, so I'm not that attached to him. That Captain America-looking DC character, I forgot his name.
Oh, okay.
He's in the Arrowverse.
Blue Jay.
Blue Jay, and two other people. That kid who's got the catchphrase, I can't even remember his name.
It was funny, man. Hotspot. And yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. And
that's who died. Wait, so I was like, that's who died. I was like, okay, I'm happy with that. I can.
Who are these characters? I
didn't care. I
was like, who are these characters, man? I just thought the characters they introduced there.
No, then you turn the page, and there was Roy Harper and my boy Wally West. And anyone who knows me knows that red-haired, green-eyed Wally West is my favorite Flash. And when the New 52 happened, I was so upset that he wasn't in it. Like, genuinely upset. Then they brought him back, not to my liking, is all I'll say. And then they brought him back in DC Rebirth, and I was like, finally, things are getting on track. And since he's come back, he's had the worst life. Damian Wayne punched him so hard in the chest that it caused him to need a pacemaker, so he couldn't run anymore. All his friends and family, the majority of them don't remember him. He had a whole life that's just been erased.
I should have
his wife, who he tried to rekindle their relationship, just like, no, just leave me alone. What was the other thing? He got into a fight with Roy Harper over Donna Troy. Sorry, I'm literally going to go through his hardships. He starts getting flashes of what his world. He's basically going through PTSD. He starts getting flashes of what his life was supposed to be like, and his memories are being overtaken by what's current now. And then he finds out that he had kids, a son and a daughter, that are lost somewhere in time. His family is lost somewhere in time, and he's decided, I'm going to go find my family. But he thought he'd take a break from that and go get some help, and he dies. Since Wally West has come back, it's been a crap storm for him. And as a fan, like a genuine fan of Wally West, they killed him off in Young Justice. Yeah, he gets the worst of it. He really does.
Yeah, and now he's dead again.
Wally West. I know you Barry fans, but growing up, when I learned about the Flash, Wally West was the Flash. That's my Flash, and they just keep killing him off.
Oh well.
Real steep out here, man.
He dead.
And Roy Harper as well. Sorry, he just
came back as well, didn't he?
He's been around. He's been in there since the New 52, but he's not had it easy as well. And he just rekindled his friendship with Red Hood. That was a great issue. And he literally told the Red Hood, I'm going to go to this place because they can help me. And he dies. Tom King, you best.
Man's having a Game of Thrones moment. He's like,
exactly.
him and
yeah. Dead. Dead.
I could just imagine you turning that page as well. I could just imagine just like
I was so upset. And I keep seeing. Then the worst of it is that I was online. Every time I see something about it, I get upset. Like I saw someone posted the next issue of Green Arrow, which was Roy Harper's funeral. So I was like, oh my God, so it's confirmed. Yeah. And then someone posted something else that that had the confirmed deaths. And I was like, this is real. Like, this isn't like a Elseworld, or this isn't like, this is happening in the DC universe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I haven't even really spoken about the comic book. I'm just that upset.
The comic was good. I thought it was good. I thought the conversation and the trying to find the word. The conversation between
Booster and Harley,
was really good, and I like the way that even
the intro to when he was in the bar talking to the lady, lady behind the bar.
It's like,
and then Harley comes in.
Yeah,
I don't think I give Harley Quinn enough props because I just see her as because I can't stand her these days because the way what they've done to her in modern comics.
Yeah.
In terms of like abilities and skills, she's pretty badass. Just seeing her in that issue, taking on someone like Booster. Like Booster Gold, he's a clown, but he's no pushover. You get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and the way that she really handles him as well, man, is quite graphic, man. Quite graphic.
Yeah, it was.
She's a badass. She is a badass.
Yeah, mad props to Harley.
Yeah. All right. So, I think.
Sorry, it was a good read, everybody. Go out and read Heroes in Crisis.
There we go.
You're probably not as attached to some of these characters as I am, but that's me. But it was I can't wait for issue 2. Like those 3 comic books were the best I've read all week.
Yeah, definitely.
So good.
Definitely.
So,
all right. So Isha, you wanted to speak about
Saga episode 9. Seeing as you look spoiled everything, I don't want to spoil this one because I feel like it's just out. It feels like it's just come out. Maybe it's just me. So yes, we're here again. Saga, kind of Romeo and Juliet thing. She's got wings. He's got horns. He's got magical powers. They had a baby. No one wants them to have a baby. The baby's got wings and horns and magical powers. And they're currently floating around the universe in a tree spaceship. It's fine.
Love that spaceship.
Just stay with us. Okay. No, it's of Fiona Staples and Brian V. What's his name?
Brian K.
Vaughan.
Brian, there we go. K. Vaughan. See, they know more than me. No, this is, again, it's a really good issue. It's been kind of, like you were saying before, like fillers.
Yeah.
More to do with, the story of why the landfillers don't like these people and blah blah blah. And it was more talking about the politics of it, because there's a guy in there. He was part of the Robot Kingdom. He was a prince, like obviously due to be a prince, well, due to be king. And
is that the TV head guy?
Yeah, TV head guy. Yeah. Can't remember his name, but yeah, he jumped on the crusade with them because for some reason or not, like he got wrapped up in the whole around himself and yada yada.
Spoiler. Oh.
No, I'm just sorry. And then yeah, and then sorry, so I'm gonna spoil it a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, Kieran can't hear me. You can't hear me, Kieran. Right, so yeah, so the Robot King comes with them. There's a couple other people that's with them. Some little mole guy, he's cute, and then who else? Their parents come along. It's really good. There's a lot of conflict, and you just kind of, because of it's actually the little girl that's narrating.
Oh right, okay.
But when she's older, so she's like narrating about.
Is she narrating throughout the whole book, or?
Yeah, most of it, kind of thing. So,
okay.
I think that is a big part of. I'm intrigued to see how she's turned out.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. This issue, though, just be prepared. Yeah, same thing you man were talking about. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
This issue. I'm not going to spoil it because the Outlaw Red Hood is looking at me like, don't say anything. I want you to.
Is this the one that's the last one for now? Because I think they're on hiatus until next year sometime.
Probably. They always do that when it comes up to Christmas. They're like, we're going to give you like issue 9. I'm hoping that they get to issue 10.
Yeah.
They probably won't. But yeah, this will probably be if it is, then it's definitely a big clip, because I was like, I'm turning the page to like, and then you turn the last page, you're like,
dang.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those ones you're just like, but yeah, I don't know what's going on in the comic book world, but they're cleaning up shop. So just be prepared to be sad. Very, very, very sad.
Get your tissues ready.
Get your tissues ready. Get a biscuit because you're gonna need it. But no, again, Saga's a great read. Like the imagery is beautiful. No, she's so big now. but yeah, it's really good, and it's just nice to kind of see how thick and lovely the story's getting. So go out and get your issues. It's amazing as always. Heard it maybe 14th here on the Source Wall, but we don't care. Yeah. We're going to tell you anyway.
We tell you what we like.
Yes.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. So going on to the pull list. October is a pretty good month for me personally. I've been waiting for this one. So Superior Octopus issue 1.
Ooh.
I have to buy that. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, that's out now. So if you don't remember, or if you didn't know, Dr. Octopus, there was a time when Dr. Octopus was in Peter Parker's body. And he was basically Superior Spider-Man for a while. Parker got his body back. Octopus died, but then he came back in the what was it called? The
Clone Conspiracy.
Clone Conspiracy, that's it.
Yeah. Boom.
So he actually came back in Spider-Man's body, in Peter Parker's body. So he's got a different hairstyle. He came back during Secret Empire as well. That suit was pretty sick, actually. And now he went off. The last time we saw him, he went off to start his own thing. And yeah, now he's doing something new now. So yeah, October starts here in the Spider-Geddon tie-in. Doc Ock has set up shop, has San Francisco's protector, but you won't believe his methods. Some of Dr. Octavius's new superhero strategies may make Spider-Man regret letting him free, but a good doctor swears that he's the superior octopus. Christos Gag, Amazing Spider-Man, and Mike Hawthorne Deadpool will change the way you look at superhero comics.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Fun fact about Spider-Man in the comics, like back in the day, in another universe, he got bit. So funny. He got bitten by a sheep, and he became Sheep Boy.
Was that a what if story?
No. It's like an issue. There was an issue of it. If you Google it, you'll find it. And then like he's there, like on the front page, like eating grass. It looks so hilarious. I need to find. But yeah, that's just a fun fact about Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yay! Go ahead, Paul.
Oh yeah, I see that picture. He's in blue, right?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it is a what if. What if starring Sheep Boy?
Oh man! It was real. People, come on! Radioactive Sheep Boy. Come on.
Bring it back. I hope he's in Spider-Geddon. So the second one on the poll list is XMen Black. This one's Magneto issue 1. This one's done by Chris Claremont as well, so
should be good.
Back. I hope he's as good as he used to be, man. I really do.
No pressure.
No pressure. So for years, Magneto has done everything he can to achieve his goals for mutant domination, but now Magneto has declared that enough is enough. So what revolutionary plans does Magneto have that will change the face of mutant kind? And will anyone be able to stop him? Will anyone want to? It includes part 1 of X-Men Black Apocalypse, the backup story by Zach Thomas, Lonnie Nedler, and Geraldo Borge. X-Men Black is a series. So you've got X-Men Black Apocalypse, Magneto, I think you've got Mystique and Mojo, and a couple more as well. So this one's the first of that.
I'm with it. Fight on Magneto.
Yeah. we had a conversation about that the other day. Whose side would you be on, Magneto's or Xavier's?
Xavier's. Magneto all day, man.
I kind of Magneto. Like,
yeah. You gotta go with Magneto, man.
I mean, like Professor Xavier's cool and everything because he got children and thing, but man, undercover, like he's undercover. They're trapping people in their minds and thing. I'm like,
yeah, he is trapping people in their minds. He's like, hey, I'm Charles Xavier from the Institute of whatever it is I do. Yeah. Join me. No, you will join me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. All right, if you say so.
Yeah.
You got Cyclops. Yeah, so I had a conversation with Magneto. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They're Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah. All right. So
it's with Magneto, you know you stand, is what I'm saying. Well, to a degree.
Yeah.
Who are you going for?
I did originally say Xavier, but then after thinking about it, it was Magneto. But then because they're kind of, I still say I'll be with Xavier because they are the kind of what's the word? They kind of get. They were originally like Malcolm X and Martin Luther
King, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm more of a Luther King kind of guy than a Malcolm X. So
I was saying, I said the other day that even though this movement was way after Martin Luther King, but I see it as Martin Luther King is a bit Black Lives Matter, where Magneto is Black Panthers.
Yeah.
Let's get some stuff done, and I want stuff to be done. You know? so yeah, Magneto all day, man.
Assassinated, but that's sad.
Yeah.
Carry on. Yeah.
So yeah, number 3, Jook Joint, 105, issue 105. It's by Image Comics. T. Franklin, Bingo Love, and Alifa E. Martinez. Black Panther. She did Black Panther, World of Wakanda. So they team up for a timely horror series from the Deep South. Mahalia runs the hottest spot in all of the 1950s, New Orleans. The Jook Joint keeps the jazz popping, people bopping, and the women are to die for. There's only one rule: keep your hands to yourself. Some men think that rules don't apply to them, and Mahalia and her coven of slain women enjoy reminding them they must certainly do. They most certainly do.
Yeah, I love when I was like, wait, what's happening here?
I do. Do you know what? Do you know what got me was the cover. I really like the cover of this.
Oh, okay.
It really looks good.
Sounds pretty dope.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
I got to get so many comics
Yeah.
from Image. I'm like, Burnout, this one, some next one.
Yep. The fourth one is Batman 56.
Ooh.
I don't know if you read Batman last week.
Like I get the graphic novels, man.
Oh man.
Spoilers.
Spoilers,
Yeah,
if anything, but
is it with Dick Grayson?
yeah.
Yeah, I already know, man.
Okay.
DC, you're killing me right now, for real.
Guys, they're not killing you.
No, okay, so
Other
they're
people.
not killing Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson, basically, what they're gonna do with him, I know he gets capped in the head.
Oh.
But he's gonna come back with amnesia, and he's gonna go by, was it Rick Grayson? Yeah, he's gonna come back with a complete different personality.
Okay. I heard somewhere, I can't remember, I think it was another podcast I was listening to, and they said that they're getting rid of Dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DC are killing me, man. And I read Nightwing, so I'm really interested to see. To be honest, actually, I might buy this comic now, like just so I read this first, and then see what happens in Nightwing.
I mean, 55 was really good, man. It was a really good read. It was kind of like Batman and Nightwing, just kind of about
I saw it online.
Yeah, and during while they're talking, you got KG Beast coming into Gotham and. Yeah, it was proper like it was kind of like a film. Actually, reading the film, like it was really good. Really recommend.
On Condiment King and stuff like that, right?
What's that?
Was it that issue? Was it the issue where they take on Condiment King and Nightwing is like joking around about? What was that the issue before?
No, I think that was the issue before. Actually, that one was
just buy all three. Read the whole thing as a.
This one, they're just hanging out on rooftops and. Yeah, reminiscing. Yeah. So yeah, Batman 56, Tom King and Tony S. Daniels. The Dark Knight's looking to drop both the hammer and sickle on the KG Beast, whose rampage across Gotham City takes a toll on Nightwing when he's injured in the fray. Blaming himself for his ward's fate, Batman gets grimmer than usual and vows to take the Russian assassin down like at the Berlin Wall. Is even Gotham City ready for that much violence? The streets will run red like Bosch if the Dark Knight gets his way against the Soviet Scrooge. Yeah.
Can I just interject real quick?
Yeah.
So, Rich, you know Daniel, he texted me asking me if I'm on the podcast, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah. So I just got my copy of issue 1 of Heroes in Crisis, and I can't believe it.
Oh man! Oh, you just texted just now?
Yeah, just now, literally just now.
Oh right, he missed it.
He's read Heroes in Crisis, and he's just read it, and he's like, I can't believe it.
You should tell him to listen to the podcast, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a biscuit, Daniel. Get a biscuit. It gets worse. Sorry, babe. Right.
Yeah. And some tissues. Number 5 on the pull list is Blackbird issue 1, again from Image Comics. An all-new ongoing series from fan favorite writer Sam Humphries. Harley Quinn, she did he or she did Harley Quinn and Nightwing, and Red Hot artist Jen Bartel. In this neo-noir fantasy, Nina Bridges is positive that a secret magic world ruled by ruthless cabals is hiding just underneath the veneer of Los Angeles. The problem, everyone thinks she's crazy. The bigger problem, she's not crazy, she's right. Can she unravel the mystery before the great beast catches up to her, with her? Sounds interesting. And number 6, Dead Rabbit, issue 1 by Jerry Duggan and John McCrae, again by Image Comics. Back in the 90s, Dead Rabbit was a prolific Boston stick-up man and hoodlum until he took down one last big score and disappeared. Nobody ever discovered the truth. He retired to be with the love of his life. Now he's back in the mask to save her, but no one not his wife, the mafia, or the cops is happy that he's out of retirement. From John McCrea, the artist and co-creator of Mythic and Hitman, and Jerry Dugan, the writer of Analog and Deadpool, comes the action comedy drama tale of Martin Dobbs, aka Dead Rabbit, the man who says he's descended from one of the original gangs of New York City. Get on board with this oversized first issue of an all-new ongoing series for mature readers.
That sounds pretty cool, that one.
Yeah, it does.
Image do some doo-doo. Image do some good comics.
They do.
They really do.
They do indeed.
Die. Need to get that. Need to get this. Currently reading this. But sorry,
You'll always be number 3, Image. You'll always be number 3.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're coming up.
We will convert you.
So when they start getting movies out there, then I think the other two empires might
top it.
East of West is coming. Remember, East of West is being turned into a show. So.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think once because with the middle world now, what's going on with that? I think once these start coming out, people are gonna realize. Well, I mean, I love Image comics and
Image are dope.
I don't read enough of them, but they do.
I think Netflix should jump on the fact that obviously Disney are taking all their stuff off their whatever, and just be like, all right, cool, let's do Image comics and do anything that they want to do, but do it properly. Don't do rubbish, because I will kick you in your face.
Exactly. But speaking of rubbish,
good.
Venom.
Yeah.
Apparently
it's not that great.
Really?
I mean, look at his face.
I think a couple episodes ago I was like, this is gonna be shit. Sorry, but
I'm still gonna watch it.
You know you're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm actually seeing it on my birthday as well. So it's gonna be quite a dramatic birthday present, I think.
This is gonna be like Wild Wild West.
Oh god!
You know the movie Wild Wild West?
Oh no, it's not, man.
Wait.
No,
let me finish what. Let me finish my thought.
Actually, apologized for making that film. By the
Let me finish my thought. This is gonna be like where Wild Wild West, the song, was better than Wild Wild West, the movie. you know we got the song Venom. You know we got the song Venom by Eminem. That song is gonna be way better than the movie.
Oh man, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
We're sorry.
Wicked Wild West.
Well, some people say it's bearable. It's not that bad.
Bearable,
but some people do say
like you can watch Bearable on.
So I'm going to read out some tweets from the lucky people who saw it before us. So Jeremy Conrad says, like a turd in the wind. Hashtag Venom. Hector Navarro. Where's his one? His one was he had some good things to say about it.
Okay.
He said Venom.
Bad things to say about it.
He said Venom was surprisingly funny. I had a freaking great time watching it, despite some problems. It did right by its main character, Eddie Brock / Venom. People forget that he's always had a weird sense of humor in the comics, and that humor is fully on display in the movie. Scott Mendelson said Tom Hardy's performance in Venom is either Johnny Depp in the first Pirates of the Caribbean or Chris Klein in Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Wow.
Either way, it's not boring.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Daniel R. Venom is Catwoman level bad. With Tom Hardy's worst performance since This Means War.
That's my favorite.
Don't see this movie. Oh man. He also said, I'd rather watch Fan Four Stick on repeat than this. Oh man.
Wow. That's harsh.
That's deep. Rich is gonna go to the cinema like, I don't know.
I'm going with my
You know what's
missus.
gonna happen?
I might have to switch it up, man.
Yeah,
We might have to
You're
see it
gonna-
after dinner tomorrow, right?
you might have to bring Rob.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. No,
Hey, man,
no, unless you're paying for me.
that could be my birthday treat, isn't it?
In it. I'll pay
Don't do
for
that.
you
Please don't
to
do that to me.
pay to watch Venom. Yeah.
Oh my days.
Oh.
You know what?
So, yeah, I mean,
I think I'm not gonna go by. If I'm honest, I'm not gonna go by those reviews because I don't
Yeah.
trust them. I bet because of how bad those reviews are, that it will probably be better than that.
yeah.
That's how things tend to be. I don't know where these reviewers come from with their negative energy.
Yeah,
But
you also get that kind of
sometimes
thing where you see it early, like because you're in the moment and you're going to a premiere and you're one of the lucky people. You're kind of overhyped about it, maybe, but
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that can happen. Is when the movie marinates with them, they'll be like, actually, it was pretty good. It's like when I saw Justice League.
Yeah,
That is holy water on himself.
when I when I came out of the cinema, I was like, that wasn't too bad. That was like I even put a post on it saying, yeah, this movie is. And then when it marinated, I was like, oh,
yeah. No, that happened with
movie's
Star
bad.
Wars.
Yeah.
This movie's bad.
Star Wars.
Terrible.
What was it called again?
What was it? The Return of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Return of Luke Skywalker. Yeah,
I
that
forgot what
one.
that was called.
Yeah.
The
See,
Last
wasn't that
Jedi.
great, was it?
It was. I mean, I appreciate
The
you
Last
taking
Jedi,
it.
that's it.
The Last Jedi. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next? Let's move on from
Keeping on the whole Spider-Verse thing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I would say that looks frigging good, is Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I can't wait for this film to come out.
That trailer was bloody. I liked it. It was good. I really liked it.
He's like,
I like the way. Oh man, how can you not like this trailer?
I didn't see that. I'm just sitting there shaking my head.
What are you like?
he's
Gotcha,
he's got the kind of like, it was good. He's like,
Nah, it was a dope trailer. The first trailer actually didn't get me that hyped for it. I was like, okay, this looks all right, whatever. But seeing this one,
Yeah.
it looks really good. I don't really have anything else to say beyond that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It looks funny as well.
Someone on the social said that the Spider-Man, the one that's got training, the new one,
Yeah.
is the Tobey Maguire one.
Well, the funny thing about this trailer is they kind of have hints of all of them. Like you'll see him fighting, like the Tobey Maguire, where he's stopping the train in one clip. He's that's in Spider-Man 2 when Doc Ock throws the car and he jumps over Mary Jane. I like that clip actually because
that was a dope clip.
He doesn't jump to protect Mary Jane. He just turns around and punches the car out. That scene was dope, man. And then some other
Easter eggs
flashbacks as well. So yeah, it's kind of, I think it's like a amalgamation of all of them, kind of.
Yeah.
When's it coming out again?
It's in December actually. December the 21st.
Why do people release movies on those dates? I ain't going out of my house at that time.
I might, man.
You're gonna
On
pick
the
up
21st of December.
Yeah, man. Christmas treat.
Yeah. Take the family. Come on now.
Take the family.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. I like the Spider Pig is in there.
Yeah, I love that they made him look like a cartoon from the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
That was so sick. And I liked it when he goes, do animals speak in this universe? Because I don't really want to freak him out.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good, man. I really liked it.
It's a really good trailer. Maybe Sony should stop.
Yeah.
Trying to make all these live action movies and focus on the animated cinematic universe.
Yeah, definitely. And that's exactly what they should do. They should.
That is exactly what they should do.
They should allow Marvel or Disney be like, Disney, all right, fair enough. Take the characters back. We have the animated, so
thank you.
We're gonna rival your Pixar and whatever else
with an animated Spider-Man universe.
Yeah,
and there's
Anything
a
else?
lot, and they can build on it better than what they're trying to do. Like a Venom movie about Spider-Man. That one character, I cannot remember her name, who's getting a movie, who's only in 15 issues of Spider-Man and hasn't been seen since. Silver Sable and Black Cat.
Yeah.
And
Silver Sable's been
always
pretty hectic in the game, actually.
Yeah, that's fine, but she's with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that's fine. Do your thing, you know, whatever. But
yeah,
she's with Spider-Man in that game. It's a Spider-Man game. You're not playing Silver Sable. And again, I will always bring this up, Sony. Aunt May.
Yeah, bloody hell.
You were Aunt May movie.
Yes. Well, okay.
Swiftly moving on.
Swiftly moving on. So what's funny is Fox decided to release the trailer for Dark Phoenix, which I don't even know if we should even talk about that trailer.
No.
I've got something for you, Fox. It's an L. Take it.
Yes.
It's a big L because where is it? So on the trailer,
Rubbish.
it said that the release date for this is where is it? February 14th. This was when the trailer came out. Less than 24 hours later, they said that it's going to be released in June the 7th, 2019. So why release a trailer when it says February 14th and then a day later you're saying it's June the 7th?
Because it's rubbish. That's why. Rubbish. Phoenix.
Did we talk? I mean, did you guys talk about the trailer last week?
No, it actually came out after. It was coming out that day, the next morning.
What did you guys think?
Rubbish.
The trailer's rubbish. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. It reminds me too much of the third one, which ironically is directed by the guy who wrote that one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like, even though it's a Dark Phoenix movie, it feels like Mystique is somehow the main character.
It feels like a Mystique / Magneto / Xavier movie.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like Fox X-Men anything, because it's called the X-Men, but they concentrate too much on the high-profile actor characters, Wolverine, Xavier, Mystique, Magneto, and they don't really. There's not much character development in here.
Yeah,
and it's a bit.
Go on, sorry.
And it's a bit confusing, seeing as Jean Grey in Age of Apocalypse, she kind of used the Phoenix Force, and now suddenly, from what we gather from the trailer, they go up in space, and then she gets hit with the Phoenix Force again.
I must have zoned out during the trailer because I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
that's so whack.
You got Storm holding an umbrella in the rain.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's see just laugh at it because it's dumb. And how do you do one of the greatest love triangle stories, especially when you include Dark Phoenix in there? Yeah, where you see Scott Summers, even though he's a child, and you know what I mean, he's betraying his love to Jean Grey, and Wolverine's not there. You don't do it. It doesn't make any sense.
Nah, I mean, in the comics, during the Dark Phoenix saga, they're saying that what is her name?
What, mutant?
Yeah, Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain. She might be an alien in this one. She could be a mix of Jason Wingard, because he actually because when Jean Grey got the Phoenix, she left the X-Men and then she was with Jason Wingard, but he kind of mind wiped her. And
is that the dude from the Hellfire Club?
In the cartoon it was, yeah.
Oh, okay, but not in the comics. Okay.
Yeah, and even in the cartoon they did that storyline where she went off with him and she was in love with him, and all of that.
It's
So
the sun. Let her go into the sun. Rebirth herself as Phoenix. Like, do that. Don't do another. Because it just sounds like a reboot of when
what
they
happened
had the
before.
other Jean Grey, and they were like, "Oh, you've tried to manipulate her mind." I'm like,
Yeah.
so what, saying it happened twice now? Because 4 times. I'm just like, what? When she was she was a child, mom, she was a teenager, now she was an adult. Well, you didn't see this coming.
You know what it is, yeah? Because you know, like all those movies are technically still canon. They're probably like alternate.
They're not canon, man.
Wait,
They're
you know what I mean? Like, because the alternate timelines at this point. What I was gonna say is with Fox, Xavier's always messed with Jean Grey's mind.
Yeah.
As far as Fox is concerned. As far as Fox is concerned, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it just looks crap, man. I'm obviously gonna see it, but it's
do you know, I was watching this trailer. I was thinking this was whack. But Richard's gonna go see it though. That's. I'm not lying. I was thinking that exact thought that he's gonna go see this movie.
I'm a bit of a addict.
You're the problem. You know what? You're the problem. You want to know why you're the problem? Because they need to know that their movies are whack. We need to stop supporting these whack movies, and they'll stop making them.
Boycott the rubbish. Boycott Fox.
You know what? After X-Men, I was saying to my boo-boo, hey boo, I was saying to her that Apocalypse is like a Thanos level character.
Yes.
He needs to be.
They boyed him in that, man.
They didn't boy him. That was a part.
He needs to be set up in movies. He needs to be set up. You know what I mean? You can't just say we're gonna do X-Men Apocalypse and have him. Going back to what you said about them using just the high profile actors, you can't have him be the title character of a movie. Have him not do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
By the end of it, Magneto's the villain. After that, I was done.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have all the side stories as well, because you missed the point of like Sinister, who I swear at some point was working with Apocalypse, and then
Nathaniel Essex. Where was he? Yeah.
That's
everybody.
Yeah, there's so much that could have been done that they didn't do.
That's why I think I've always thought that X-Men should be a series. It should. What X-Men should be? What X-Men should be is Disney's / Fox's - whatever, their Game of Thrones, their Breaking Bad, their that's that kind of level of movie making and story, like deep story should be X-Men level. And then maybe branch it off into other little mini series or anthologies, anthologies.
Look what
you can't.
Game of Thrones did, where they have like an episode which was down near movie length as well.
Yeah.
They can do stuff like that.
They can do it. That's definitely what they should do. If they did, oh man, I really hope Kevin Feige does that, man. I really, really hope he does that. That would be sick. That would be dope. But just do an anthology, X-Men anthology. That's what you need.
Remember in X-Men Apocalypse where they went to see, was it Return of the Jedi? Or was it Empire Strikes Back? Whichever the first Star Wars movie was. And then they said the third ones are usually the worst ones anyway, alluding to the fact that their third X-Men movie was the worst one, but this one was the third one of their new X-Men franchise. Oh, I was so angry. Angry. I remember sitting in the cinema with my brother, and I'm like waiting for something to happen in this movie. I'm like, okay, but get to it.
Yeah,
and then it didn't.
No.
And you notice Jubilee wasn't in the trailer either. So
anyway, let's move on.
Let's quickly move on. I'm gonna quickly say this, and then we're gonna move on because again, it's these guys.
Swear, man, swear.
No, we said no swearing, no swearing. So
I only did it once, so I'm getting better. Go ahead.
All right, Gambit movie is gonna be a romantic comedy.
It just sounds so ridiculous.
Why? When they said Venom was going to be an anti-hero, I was done. When they said Dark Phoenix is coming back and she looks rubbish, I was done. Now they're saying Gambit that you haven't even put pen to paper or filmed nothing, and you're saying you're pushing back the release and making it a romantic comedy.
They should dead this, man.
They're gonna get like Hugh Grant and like Julia Roberts. to play Gambit and Rogue.
Like, nah, I'm out.
Is Rogue even in it? I mean,
I don't even know.
Rogue?
I don't know. That's the thing. Who's he?
They're probably gonna be toddlers.
Yeah.
No one's an adult anymore. No one's an adult in any of these films.
But so basically,
funny.
Basically, he said, what's his the director producer Simon Kinberg. He said when you look at Gambit, he's a hustler and a womanizer, and we just feel like there's an attitude of swagger to him that lends itself to romantic comedy. And then later on, he said, I think I lost it.
Okay.
Where is it? Basically, he was saying when he said romantic comedy, he was more on the line of what Logan was to a Western. So even though it is kind of a Western, it's not really a Western. In a sense. Yeah. So I mean, whatever. Anyway,
do you know what? Why are they still making? Okay, from what I gathered, we were getting the Dark Phoenix, and we were getting what's the other X-Men movie that's coming out?
It's not X Factor. It is actually they're supposed to be still doing Multiple Man as well.
Isn't it Mutants? New Mutants.
New Mutants, yeah. New Mutants.
So I thought that they were. Yeah, so I thought that they were pushing New Mutants back so that they can kind of do some reshoots, so that if they wanted to, if Kevin Feige's like, okay, we're going to keep this, we'll make it ambiguous.
I think that's more of what people wished would happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what they were doing, and then I basically thought that Disney was allowing them to make these last couple, not few, but couple of movies to get it out of their system, and then be like, okay, now it's our turn, we're gonna fix this. Why are we still hearing about Gambit?
Yeah, I don't know.
That by the time that comes out, it will be under the Disney umbrella. So I don't understand why we're hearing about Gambit. Yeah. I just don't know if by that time, why isn't it just not, we're doing an X-Men TV show, or we're gonna do our own X-Men movie, or we're gonna do Avengers versus X-Men. Do you know what I mean? Like why? Why am I hearing about Gambit?
So basically, Simon Kinberg is saying that several films from 20th Century Fox is still planned and is moving forward. So apparently, Gambit has a great script. They're looking to still do Multiple Man, and obviously, New Mutants is still happening. So yeah, I mean,
kind of makes you wonder what Kevin Feige is gonna do, like during this time. As well.
So we've got a horror, a romantic comedy, and then Phoenix is going to be action.
I don't even know how they should do it. I think they should bun Gambit, man. Just
scrap it.
Just mold them all together, make a proper, like you said, a proper X-Men one.
Yeah, maybe keep New Mutants, but I think what they should do is Dark Phoenix. This should be kind of like the last hurrah. Like
that's what
the last hurrah where everybody could possibly die, and maybe everyone does die. You bring in the M-Con crystal or something like that to come in, and it kind of destroys the universe. And then together with what happened there and what they may be doing in Avengers 4, there's a cascade of the two universes merging together in some crisis type thing. And then
sorry, go on.
And then just bring out maybe have, I heard this somewhere, I won't credit it, I wish I did come up with this, but maybe have something where like the mutants have always been there, but because Xavier is such a beep, he kind of used his power to clear everybody's mind of mutants.
Well, what my brother, what Anton was saying is that they should do a thing. Did you ever watch X-Men Evolution?
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
But do you remember how the X-Men were just basically always there? Yeah. But they did all their missions and whatever kind of like under the radar until one day there was a news camera there and they were exposed.
Right.
Basically, that's my brother was suggesting that.
A bit like the Turtles.
Yeah, like the Turtles, and then they were exposed. My brother introduced him into the MCU, but then one day this happens, and then people are like, whoa, they're mutants, and then Nick Fury's like, we got to bring them in.
Yeah,
and then boom, you got X-Men. You got X-Men versus Avengers versus X-Men after that, which will be a movie.
Or maybe even during Avengers 4, and Nick Fury somehow comes back and he's like, well, if Captain Marvel can't do it, might have to bring those damn mutants.
But yeah, he could have had tabs on them for ages and let them think that they were keeping a low profile. But he's like, no, I've known about you from day damn dot.
Yeah,
and another thing is that apparently it's I don't have a source for this, but apparently it's said now that Wanda was always a mutant.
Yeah, they're saying that
only the Loki staff only brought out something that. Sorry,
awoken it.
Awoken it, and I love that. To be honest, that's how I always thought it was. I knew they were going to do that someday. They did. I knew that. Miracle, come on. But I knew that. So it's like. Against my point, I don't feel like they need to merge the Fox and the MCU.
No. I think there are some actors that I don't mind. I mean, Alexandra Shipp, she looks like Storm, but I don't think I don't think her acting's up there.
No,
to be honest.
we need.
Might not be her fault. She might not have a good. Sometimes a bad director can give bad advice on.
Exactly. They look like children. That's the thing. That's the one thing one of the things I really detest. I'm like X-Men. I
don't mind that because when they did start, they were children.
They were kids, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, even Tom Holland.
The only way I would mind or I won't mind that is if they've been there before, and we start off with the new X-Men when Chris Claremont came on, and the X-Men, like I said, like I don't know if I said it in the podcast or in the group, but if they did like something where people have forgotten about mutants or something, and then Xavier gets the new X-Men, so you got Storm, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and then go off on a mission to look for the old school X-Men who's been trained, who's been doing it for time, but they went on a mission and they disappeared, and he's brought these guys in to go off and rescue them. And then it kind of continues off. There's some history that we don't know, but they've kind of continuing like it's always been there kind of thing.
There's a lot they can do.
There is.
I can stomach, but I'm just like, I need you lot to grow up because I feel like there's hella man right now. You got Avengers everywhere. I feel like Black Widow and that long chick is the only two. And then when they went to Wakanda, there's a couple women there. I'm just I need my 3 soldiers. I need Rogue, Jean, Storm. I need my 3 soldiers to be like just once. But anyway, that's in a land before never.
They're gonna bring them up. I think with Captain Marvel as well, they're definitely gonna bring Monica Rambeau in as well. I think she's gonna be. I
told people your theory on that.
She's
sick if they didn't like that.
She's definitely gonna come in, and that would be sick. That would be so sick. I think
it would make more sense as well.
Yeah, if they make Monica, like she's young and she's kind of like Miss Marvel, the Inhuman Miss Marvel. They kind of, in a way, I don't really want to say replace her, but in a way, she kind of takes up her kind of persona, not persona, but her way that she's a newbie, and she kind of idolizes because her mum used to fly with her, and then Carol Danvers, and she kind of her mum told her all about her. So, but then Carol Danvers, even though she comes back in Avengers 4, she goes off and joins the Guardians or whatnot. So she's not actually on Earth. But then you have Monica Rambeau, who's got power, but she's not overpowered, so she can actually roll with the Avengers. And
that's a good way of doing it.
That would be hard if they did.
That would be sick.
That I'm like, kudos. I'm dashing my popcorn. I'm all about that life. Like,
definitely.
But again, with Marvel, it's like that's something that they would have thought of. So, well, I'm hoping.
I don't know. Hopefully.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see. All right. It's getting quite late. We've got a couple more. Fox just grinds our gears, man. Grind our gears.
We could cuss. We have to do a podcast that's just cussing, folks.
We've been meaning to do a whole X-Men episode for a while.
Yeah, we should.
I feel like that needs to be our Christmas special.
All right, so if we, let's talk about it after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
We'll
Bring all the juiciness just for you, people. Thank you for keep watching. But okay, what's next?
Yeah, so I'll do 2 in 1. One, Birds of Prey movie has cast their Black Canary, and is Jurnee Smollett-Bell. She is from, you might have seen her on Underground, Friday Night Lights, and True Blood. I don't really know her. I've never seen her.
Yeah, I know the girl from True Blood. I never used True Blood. It was rubbish.
That show was strange. I watched like the first 2 episodes when it started, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm bouncing."
Yeah.
No, it was. True Blood was pretty good. And then it just started going a bit weird, so I stopped.
I heard it was on par with snuff porn movie.
It seemed like it was serious, and then after a while, it started to get a bit too like jokey.
Yeah.
Then,
I'll say real quick. Happy with the casting of Black Canary.
Yeah.
Just not happy with what they're going to do with that movie with Birds of Prey. So that's a shame for me. That's a real shame.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Opportunity.
Yeah. I kind of don't want it to happen. It's the movie with Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and they've got the Huntress as well.
See, I'm happy with Huntress. I'm happy with Black Canary. Why is Harley Quinn in there? Unless she's the villain that they're going after. Yeah. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like she's going to be part of the team.
She'd probably be the captain.
Yeah, she's the team leader. Just no.
Yeah. So,
like you said, missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So, Birds of Prey will be directed by Kathy Yan and produced by Margot Robbie alongside Kroll & Co. Entertainment, Sue Kroll, and Clubhouse Pictures. Brian Urquhart. A version of the script was penned by Bumblebee's Christina Hodson. Black Canary first appeared in Flash Comics issue 86 in August 1947. And Birds of Prey, they first appeared in Black Canary Oracle Birds of Prey November 1995. So
just did a dope leap onto that sofa. I just have to point that out. That was sick.
Yeah.
Super cat.
She kind of murdered my sofa though. But, this is what I'm really happy about. This year's Arrow's crossover will be called ELSEWORLDS.
Yes. You don't see the trailer for that?
Yeah, the trailer looks sick.
Can't wait for that.
Trailer looks dope.
They do well with their crossovers, I have to say.
Yeah. I have to say. They've also casted the Monitor as well. So
yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
If you don't know, the Monitor is basically Marvel. It's the equivalent of Marvel's the Watcher.
Yeah.
So he kind of watches over people. He's an omnipotent being who observes the universe from afar. The Monitor's duties extend to the whole of the DC multiverse. He became a central figure in Crisis on Infinite Earths. And he rallied the heroes against his dark opposite, the Anti-Monitor. The villain sought to devour all life and destroy the multiverse entirely. The goal he nearly succeeded in. This one, I'm waiting for this. It's going to be on throughout the 3 nights. The Flash on Sunday, December the 9th. Arrow on Monday the 10th. And continuing on the Supergirl on the Tuesday. Legends of Tomorrow won't be in it, but remember that this will be the crossover that will introduce us to Batwoman.
You need the legends when you got Batwoman.
Happy smiles right now.
Happy smiles. And happy smiles to you as well, Karen, because Titans, they just released a Netflix trailer.
Yes, I'm so happy about this. I might not have to get that DC streaming service after.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a small question? Sorry, slightly off topic. Are you like excited about the Last Airbender?
Yeah, I am.
You're not?
I am. I'm indifferent.
Okay. I'm not, because I haven't been keeping up.
Okay.
We'll throw that on the topic for next
Yeah,
week.
also a pile of stuff that you need to watch. Don't watch the film. Just do the TV show.
But
Good.
Titans,
Ooh,
I'm excited about that because I really I don't want to have to wait. Like, I don't think we're gonna get the DC streaming service, or at least not anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that Netflix is an option, and I'm hoping that some of their other shows that they're gonna do will be a Netflix option, which I think is great. Netflix and Amazon, I will be completely happy with that if I have to. Between the two to watch these shows.
You know, DC channel on like the Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. It would be nice if we did have that extra goodies with it, but I think they're doing like what CBS did with Star Trek Discovery, whereas instead of us paying for CBS, they kind of have a deal with Netflix, and you know, Netflix.
Whatever gets me my show, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
A quick
I really
one.
want to watch that.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for it to come out, and I hope the others come out on there as well. Like
especially Young Justice. Please.
Yeah, Young Justice. I wouldn't be surprised if Young Justice came out on Amazon actually, because I think they've probably got to deal with that with them.
Well, yeah, they've got all like Justice League, Batman animated series, Superman, all of those shows, even Batman Brave and the Bold, all those shows are on there. So I said if I have to watch it on there, I'm happy as long as we have it.
Yeah.
As long as we have it.
One last one, Star Trek Discovery Season 2. It will be released in January 2019. So
I'm very happy about it.
I'm confused. Are we happy about this? Wasn't there?
I am.
Yes, I am very.
We are happy about this. Okay, cool. Yes.
There was some controversy I was going to get into about it. I just quickly mentioned it, but yeah, they are being sued, or they tried to sue the guy because basically season 1 was pretty much a carbon copy of a guy who created a game, and a lot of characters are very similar to the characters in the game. So there's some beef going on there. I'm not really happy about that myself, that they did that, but
hey, that got me watching Star Trek again.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to season 2. I really enjoyed season 1. So
there you go. Come on.
Witcher.
Pay the man, say sorry, let's go.
That's it.
What are you gonna do?
There you go. Yeah. Oh, and no, My Hero Academia is finished for the year, and we're waiting for season 4. Just to let you know.
All right.
Yay!
So yeah, this is it for issue 38.
Issue 38.
I'm sorry, guys. This is our last episode ever. I'm sorry. So now I'm playing.
Yeah. But don't do a DC and kill us all off, please.
Yeah. We might have to do a ELSEWORLDS and swap characters around in that. But other than that.
And on that note.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yay! 7:30.
And to all the men out there with erectile dysfunction, get it together.
You're still pumped about who was it? Who liked your?
Oh, Too Short.
Too Short.
That was dope. I'm like, come on now.
Hilarious.
Short took notice on my post.
While these guys geek out, we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Yeah, peace out, everybody.
Don't forget Comic-Con this month.
Come see us. We're gonna be there. We don't have a store, but like, come talk to us because we're fun and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to swear, so I'm trying really hard.
I'll be Static Shock. I don't know what you guys are going as.
What are you doing as, Rich?
We read comics.
So you just have pages of comics all over you, yeah? Okay.
No, I might have a Spider-Man glove and mask, maybe. Yeah. It's so.
All right. Anyway, viewers, you know.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Happy Black History Month.
Oh yeah.
Yay.